The 2017 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. This is 707 horsepower. It is the most powerful production sedan on planet Earth, and it comes to us, obviously, from Dodge. I'm Jay, and welcome to Car Buzz Unboxing Reviews, and yes, obviously, we're going to talk today all about the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. God, it just looks stunning even at a standstill. But at first, I want to thank DGDG.com for letting us come on down and film this car for you today. So like I said, the Dodge Charger Hellcat is the most powerful production sedan on the planet. Yes, it is more powerful than the likes of the BMW M5, Mercedes AMG E63, the Porsche Panamera. Yes, even the Porsche Panamera Turbo S. It is just about as powerful as that, but I'll get to more of the competition later on in this review. Now, the Charger, the Charger Hellcat is obviously based on the regular Dodge Charger, but this has an awesome engine, the Hellcat engine, and you're going to hear that in just a moment as well. But what I love about this car is that not only is it crazy performance, it is also a very good daily driver. But let me warn you, you still need to know what you're doing and understand that you have a lot of torque going to the rear wheels. But before I go any further, let's start up this engine so you can get a good listen to that. Just imagine revving that engine on your driveway in the suburbs. You'll wake your neighbors up. It'll be awesome. Let me tell you. 6.2 liter supercharged V8 with 707 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. Power goes to the rear wheels only through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, unlike in the Challenger Hellcat, which is obviously the two-door coupe version of this car, you cannot get a 6-speed manual in the Charger. But I think that's okay. The 8-speed is just fine. It's got paddle shifters. It's not a problem. But just look at this car. I love the design, and I take a look at that Hellcat emblem there. You only get this emblem, obviously, on the Hellcat models, also the Challenger Hellcat too. Look at that upgraded exhaust system. Look at all those vents and right behind the rear wheels, also up front too. There's just so much heat in this engine. You gotta cool the car off somehow. This one's painted red clear coat. It's got 20-inch SRT Matte Black forged wheels, wearing Pirelli all-season performance tires. It's just perfect. Now, this Charger, it came out several years ago. It's built on what's now Fiat Chrysler's LX platform. Now, believe it or not, this rear-wheel drive large car platform dates back over a dozen years to the days of Daimler Chrysler. The history of this platform, it actually goes back to an old Mercedes-Benz E-Class, but it's been heavily modified and re-engineered throughout the years. But the one downside is it is a heavier platform, especially for today, and all the automakers are really trying to shave weight as much as possible. But you know what? Who cares about weight when you have a Charger Hellcat? Look at it. I love this rear taillight design, how it's just sort of that wraparound look. You know, Dodge was trying to replicate this look in the now discontinued Dodge Dart, and it looked okay in the Dart, but oh man, it's just great design here. You also have a bifunction head projector headlamps, automatic headlamps, LED daytime running lamps. I'm sure you probably saw Brembo 6-piston high-performance front brakes and 4-piston rear with ABS, of course. There they are. And I just love that matte black forged wheel look with the red exterior paint and the red brake caliper there. It's just, this is the color combination I would definitely choose. But I don't like to call this just plain red paint. This is Cop Magnet red paint. Let me warn you, you're going to get attention in this car. A couple years ago, I was driving a Challenger with a Scat Pack, 485 horsepower, same color as this, and all eyes were on me. And it's easy to go fast because of this engine. This is the 6.2 liter supercharged Hellcat V8. And it's incredible that Fiat Chrysler even developed this engine in the first place. It is derived from, obviously, the Hemi V8 as well. Now, remember, you can get the Charger SRT with the 6.4-liter Hemi V8 with 485 horsepower, but that's naturally aspirated. That is not supercharged like this one is. Now, the interior here, obviously, it's a black interior, leather seats. Notice the SRT emblem stitched into the seat back there. And I gotta tell you, the overall quality in this vehicle is it's just worlds better than what the Charger was when the nameplate was first revived about a decade ago. I mean, that car was just, the interior, let's just call it the plastic fantastic Tonka toy interior. It was just not very good quality. The design itself wasn't bad, but it was cheap. This is all soft touch plastics. It's just a huge improvement. Now the rear seat space here. Now, honestly, from the outside, it looks to be a pretty fairly large car, but there's not as much legroom as you think. I don't think that it should be any reason why you shouldn't buy it, but it's just something I thought you should be aware of. But obviously, when you're in a car like the Charger Hellcat, you're going to want to be up front, preferably in the driver's seat. And I just love this dashboard design, that sort of that wraparound look. Again, it's very driver focused. It's simple and sporty. I wouldn't necessarily call it luxurious, but definitely premium. Because I would not classify this as a luxury car. This is a high-performance muscle car sedan. And I just love it when you turn it on, the sound it makes, it growls, it wants to play. And this dashboard design, yeah, it's great. Yeah, this 8.4-inch touchscreen, it's Fiat Chrysler's Uconnect system. You'll see that in a moment. It's got GPS, navigation, even there's a 200-mile-per-hour speedometer. Because, yes, get this, Dodge claims that you can get this car up to 204 miles per hour. Speaking of performance, what is it? 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, 0 to 100 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds, standing quarter mile, 11.4 seconds at 128 miles per hour. That is nuts. Just to give you an example for that 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds, the Ferrari 488 GTB makes that same sprint in 3 seconds flat. So you're only talking a 0.4 of a second difference. That's nuts. Here's that 8.4-inch touchscreen Uconnect. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Uconnect is the best, as of right now, infotainment system on the market, or that comes from stock from an automaker. It is very, very good. Intuitive, logical, no rebooting, clear colors. I love it. You also have the automatic dual zone climate control here. Works very well. And even the controls, the buttons here, they're not cheap to press in. Again, when Fiat took over what was left of the financially struggling Chrysler, they came in and just really got the interior qualities and just overall build qualities up several notches. Got plenty of center column, or center console rather, storage space, cup holders as well. Now, this particular Hellcat is equipped with a customer preferred package for an extra $1,995. What do you get with that? Harmon Kardon audio system with 19 premium speakers, including a subwoofer. Yeah, I don't know. That's to me, that's worth $2,000 more right there. It also has additional add-ons like front and rear floor mats, and yeah, I think those things are good, especially when you want to obviously keep the car clean. So how does it drive? Well, what you're looking at right here on the screen is that there's configurable drive modes. We have like track, sport, custom, and default modes let you tune engine output, damper effectiveness, the traction helpers, and the transmission and shifter activity. Now, in race options, you can actually configure launch control, because it has launch control, and upshift light. Now, there's something else called valet mode, and get this, it allows you to relinquish the car to, like, say, a parking attendant without the fear of them doing something stupid. You basically turn off all the car's high-performance systems, so the valet can't get all Ferris Bueller and that Ferrari on you and just take it out for a joyride and go nuts. Here's this 7-inch driver's computer here. Again, the graphics, the display they're high quality, and I've been in Audis, BMWs, Porsches, you name it. This is solid stuff right here. And if you really want to have some fun while you take it for a drive, well, you can disable the stability control, set it in track mode, for an example, the dampers in sport mode, and yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun, but let me tell you, you need to be a good driver first. Now, despite this thing having, like, obviously awesome braking, the steering is heavy, especially, like, during parking, but you're going to feel this car's, you know, its weight. How come? Well, it weighs 4,592 pounds. It has an 18.5 gallon fuel tank. So yeah, this is still a big and heavy car. Fuel economy, 13 miles per gallon in the city, 22 on the highway, and a combined 16 miles per gallon. Obviously, this requires premium fuel, but it's well worth it. And gas prices in the U.S. right now are, quite honestly, pretty low. So there you go. Now, safety, what do you get? Well, obviously, you're going to need all modern safety systems. You have the Park Sense rear park assist system, Park View rear backup camera, blind spot and cross path detection, advanced multi-stage front airbags, front seat mounted airbags, side curtain front and rear airbags, and a 3-mode electronic stability control, and as well as all-speed traction control. Again, you can shut off some of these stability control systems, but again, you need to know what you're doing. It's you have 650 pound-feet of twist going all to the rear wheels. It is so easy to fishtail on wet pavement in a car like this. But here's a nice feature for rear seat passengers: heated rear seats. They're obviously heated up front as well, but I like having that feature. Now, there is no tri-zone automatic climate control. You just have a couple of vents here, but again, that's getting a little nitpicky. I really don't care about that. And of course, this is still classified as a large sedan, so therefore you get a large trunk. Look at that. Obviously, the rear seats fold down, 60/40 rear split. So what do I like about this car? Well, look at power, performance, looks. It's just American muscle car sedan with just serious attitude. It's the complete package: daily commuter, drag racer, and canyon cutter. What don't I like? Well, it does drink a lot of gas. Like I said, who cares? The front seats could actually use a bit of additional bolstering for when you really want to drive the car hard. Now, speaking of driving the car hard, you're going to have to buy it first. What does that cost? Base price, $65,945. Our car with some of the added options, a $1,700 gas guzzler tax. No crap. Plus a $995 destination fee. Grand total, $70,635. That's awesome. What's the competition for it? Porsche Panamera Turbo S. Now, the Turbo S can beat it to 60 miles per hour, but it costs triple the price. And the Charger Hellcat has a higher claimed top speed than the Panamera Turbo S. That's incredible. Some challenging good coupes. You have the Challenger SRT Hellcat, Chevrolet Camaro ZR1, Ford Mustang Shelby GT350, and GT350R. Now, there's also this Chevrolet SS, which is being discontinued after this year. It also has a V8, but it's got a 415 horsepower, a 4.7 second 0 to 60 time, and a starting price of $47,000. So, yeah, quite a bit cheaper, but not nearly anywhere near this level of performance. Now, an interesting fact you might like to know is that this car, it was designed in, obviously, Detroit, Michigan. The engine was built in Mexico, and final assembly happens in Canada. Well, President Trump, I don't know, you may not like the Charger Hellcat, but we here at Carbuzz absolutely love it. And what's also really cool is that no artificial noise is needed in the cabin. It's not pumped back into the cabin through the audio system, as in the case in some, let's say it, unnamed German brands, but we all know who they are. But I'm out of time for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Any more questions for me? Leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on my next unboxing review.